Alright, GOS, Ground Operational Simulation Series. Rules V17. PA. Movement example. Here's the picture. So 2 German units in prepared assault mode. Prep assault there. Move to attack units in 1 and 2. Attack units 1 and 2. Unit B, as a leg unit, may only move 1 hex. So A, woods. Unit A is a mech unit, right there. May move up to 2 hexes. Unit A cannot move to hex E there. It would have to stop when entering woods hex. D, since it would not be entering the hex along a road. Unit A would not be able to reach hex B because PA mode units must stop when they move adjacent to an enemy unit. Although not shown in the diagram, Unit A could also have moved directly into hex A. Road movement. Road movement allows mech units to move along roads using road movement rates. Leg units do not use road movement, however. 7.4.1 applies. Okay, in order to use road movement units, must be a MU or have been motorized. Must be in tactical or exploit mode. Must have begun the phase in a hex containing a road or during normal ground conditions, a clear hex. Must move entirely along contiguous road hexes through hex sites connected by a road. May move adjacent to enemy units. During normal ground conditions, a MU may treat clear terrain hexes as if they were road hexes. MP cost is 1 1/2 MP for each clear hex. Units using clear hexes as roads are exempt from the +2 MP in 7.6.3 and may ignore the stacking restrictions in 6.2.2. Note, when a mech unit uses this option, the unit is considered to have used the road to exit the previous hex as long as the 2 hexes are connected by a road. Intersections. A unit can only switch movement from one road to another in the same phase in hexes where the 2 road symbols actually intersect. It is not enough that the roads merely exist in the hex. Exception. MU using road movement in clear terrain hexes. The MU pays the MU or the MP cost of the road to enter the intersection hex, and if the ground condition is normal and the hex is a clear terrain hex, the unit may switch to the non-connected road by expending the cost of the switching roads. 1.5 MP. Alternately, the unit could enter the clear hex by paying the 1.5 MP as outlined in 7.6.0, thus saving the extra MP. Note, in some cases, a mech unit could not exit the previous hex without using the road. Thus, it would cost the road movement MP to enter the clear hex and then additional 1.5 to switch to another non-intersecting road. Designer note, unlike other games, in this one you cannot jump onto another road if there is no road connection between the 2. Bridges. Units using road movement may cross streams or rivers using a bridge or a ford. If using a ford, the unit pays the cost of the ford in addition to the cost of entering the hex on a road. Certain armor units may cause a bridge collapse and thus be unable to use bridge as a result. Bridges across streams are not vulnerable to bridge collapse. Note, bridges are considered to exist wherever any type of road crosses a stream. Mech units. A MU may use road movement to enter a hex containing 1 MU, but it costs 2 MPs and the moving unit must end its movement in that hex. Units may not use road movement if they begin the phase overstacked, begin the phase in a hex that contains more than 2 MUs, move into a hex with more than one other mech unit intending to qualify for the stacking exemptions in ... Enter hex already containing 2 other MUs. Exception 7.6.0. Mech units that begin the phase stacked together may apply these rules. They are considered one unit for all purposes. Example: A mech company uses road movement along a road to enter a non-clear terrain hex containing a mech infantry battalion. The company would pay 1 MP to enter the hex and 2 MP to stack with the mech battalion. The company would then be required to end its movement in the hex. Example: Unit C and Unit A begin their movement stacked together. Okay, there's the hex. Unit C moves along the road and enters Unit F's hex. Since F is a mech unit, Unit C would pay an additional 2 MPs to enter and then be forced to halt its movement in the hex. Then Unit A moves along the road to Hex 1. Unit A may not move into the hex with Units F and C. Instead, Unit A moves along the road into and through E's hex at no extra MP cost. Unit E is a leg unit, and thus Unit A would not pay a MP penalty. That's that right there. Doom. See, note if Unit A had desired to road move along the trail in Hex 2, it would first have had to move to the intersection in Hex 1 under Rule 7.6.2, unless the Hex Unit A started from and Hex 2 are both clear terrain hexes and the ground conditions was normal, in which case the MU could pay the normal cost of the terrain, 1.5 MP, and then continue along the trail. The first unit to move of units B, D, and G can only use road movement if the ground condition is normal and the hex they are stacked in is clear terrain hex. That first unit could move into Hex 1 at a cost of 1.5 MP and then at that point use the regular road MP cost for the type of road being used. Then if the player desired, he could move either of the 2 remaining units via road movement directly from the hex they are stacked to Hex 1. Designer note: the situation could occur where 2 MUs enter a hex with a prohibited terrain using road movement. In this case, the only way the units could leave or retreat from the hex would be along a road. A third mech unit could never enter such a hex, since road movement is not allowed into hexes already containing 2 such units. Strategic road movement. A MU in tactical mode may use strat road movement to move greater distances along roads of any kind. All road movement rules apply, unless otherwise noted. Strat move eligibility. Strat move markers are placed and removed during a friendly mode determination phase. Exception: if a unit in strat move is ground assaulted and any type of result against the unit in strat move is incurred, a unit is eligible to have a strat move marker placed on it if it is a mech or leg unit that is being transported by TP, in tactical mode, in Gen S, in command unless entering as a reinforcement, eligible to conduct road movement, not fatigued, not stacked with 2 or more MU, not in a no fuel status.